Next talent, we have Nastazja Pilonis from Poland, from the Department of Cancer Prevention, and she's drawing us the finish line of the adenoma detection rate. Please, show us the next project.
We know that increasing adenoma detection rate results in a decrease in colorectal cancer incidence. This has led to numerous efforts to increase an endoscopist ADR through a variety of methods, such as improved endoscopes and even the introduction of artificial intelligence to aid physicians detecting lesions in real time. However, in this race for higher ADR, we do not yet know to which point we should be striving to achieve. There are two foundational papers in this area. Each of these showed that there is a correlation between increasing ADR and reducing CRC risk. However, they had slightly different conclusions. In Kamiński's paper, the figure on the left, it was observed that there was a very little decrease in cancer risk above an ADR of 20%. This is in yellow light, which is closely following the x-axis. This suggests that there might be a suitable threshold of ADR whereby increasing beyond this point results in next to no benefit in cancer risk reduction. However, Corley, the graph on the right, does not show the same cutoff and observed continuously decreasing CRC incidence over a broad range of ADR. This insight leads to two different potential approaches to increasing ADR, which might influence clinical practice. This figure from the Nordic trial showed a significant variation among the individual endoscopists. If we can determine a suitable threshold beyond which there is no improvement in CRC risk reduction, then efforts can be concentrated on bringing individual endoscopists with low ADRs up to the cutoff point. On the other hand, if we constantly see improvements across a range of ADR, then a continuous improvement strategy should be explored to reduce colorectal cancer risk. Therefore, the aim of this study was to assess if there is a particular threshold of ADR above which the risk of colorectal cancer does not decrease significantly. To find the answer for this question, we analyzed the records of individuals aged 50 to 64 who underwent screening colonoscopy as part of Polish colonoscopy screening program. The individuals were followed in the National Cancer Registry for colorectal cancer. We performed the following analysis: an absolute interval colorectal cancer risk calculation for different ADR threshold, joint point regression analysis to assess the linear trends for association between ADR and interval colorectal cancer, and finally, multivariable Cox regression analysis to regress the relative colorectal cancer risk and potential confounders. In this analysis, we included more than 400,000 individuals. There were almost 800 endoscopists whose median ADR was 19.7%, ranging from 0 to 58.7%. Throughout a median follow-up time of 8.5 years, we observed more than 1,000 colorectal cancers. The orange line on the right shows absolute colorectal cancer rates for different ADRs ranging from 4 to 50%. Gray lines below and above the orange show upper and lower confidence intervals. There are two important findings that I would like to emphasize here. The first one is that there is a linear association between ADR and interval colorectal cancer. The second, even though there is a constant decrease of colorectal cancer risk with an increasing ADR, this risk does not reach zero, even for ADRs as high as 40 and 50%. Now, this graph shows the results of joint point regression analysis, and I would like to emphasize that the dynamic of the decrease in colorectal cancer incidence differs before and after ADR threshold 23%. Now, before reaching ADR of 23%, every single 1% of ADR's increase results in almost 5% decrease of colorectal cancer incidence. However, after reaching 23%, every single 1% of ADR increase results in only 2.33% decrease in colorectal cancer incidence. So we can see that there is diminishing returns in reducing colorectal cancer after achieving over 23% ADR. This was confirmed in the multivariable analysis, which showed that achieving ADR of 23% was the strongest factor for colorectal cancer decrease. In conclusion, the key finding of this study is that risk of interval colorectal cancer continuously decreases with increasing ADR. However, there is a decreasing benefit to improving ADR. In this dataset, we showed that this has occurred at an ADR of approximately 23%. Since there is still benefit possible beyond this 23% ADR rate, we cannot yet definitely conclude an upper threshold or finish line for an adenoma detection race.
Dear Nastazja, thank you very much. Very impressive data with huge amount of patients you've been examining. And I have maybe one question, just a side effect of your studies. You examined all the ADRs of different endoscopists from different countries. Do they match each other, or is there a big difference? And what might be the reason for that?
Well, so our data set included almost 800 endoscopists from the Polish colonoscopy screening program. Of course, there might be some slight differences between the countries, but I think that the power of our data set is that this quality control assurance was extremely strict. So we know that this ADR is calculated on a high quality data. So I think that this is a strand that is worth emphasizing.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.